Hi guys, so this is going to be another makeup tutorial slash get ready with me face routine or makeup routine. So I'm really excited to be filming and this is really fun and I had a lot of fun creating this look. I posted this look, a picture on Instagram yesterday and I asked if you guys wanted to see a makeup tutorial. I had one person saying yes, so I am recreating this look for that person. Let me check it out right now. It is Fafa hyphen or underscore, yeah, it's underscore 25. She said yes with a lot of Z's at the end. So I am recreating this video for you, Fafa underscore 25, and I'm also creating this look for everybody that wants to watch it because it's really fun. It's dedicated for the new MAC collection, the future. This collection is full of mineralized products, so mineralized eyeshadows and everything. So unfortunately I am allergic to the mineralized eyeshadows. I cannot wear them on my eyes, which is really sad. There's a lot of beautiful colors in this collection and I can't wear them, but I got the chance to kind of mimic and use what I have to recreate the looks for this collection. So this is what I came up with. It's literally all about like pastels, highlighting and contouring. It is so nice. Not like contouring, but it's mainly more highlighting. There's like luster drops and highlighters and lipsticks and gray lipstick and gray gloss. Oh my god, so nice. You guys have to check that out in your local MAC store because it's such a beautiful collection. If you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. I am super excited because I'm finally doing a get ready with me video because my makeup routine kind of changed a little bit. I find that I used to put so much, not heavy, but I used to put a lot of makeup on. Now it's kind of minimum, not that much, but I find my skin look a little bit more fresher, maybe because I changed my foundation and all of that, so it looks much better. So I just went ahead and I applied my everyday moisturizer, and I'm really happy because my eyebrows, I haven't been touching them that much and I feel like they've been growing lately, so they are a little bit more fuller, which I'm really happy about. If you guys are asking me what am I doing or what am I using, I really didn't want to show you this product because it's discontinued from MAC. That really sucks and I really want MAC to come up with it again or rechange the formula or something because it really works. This is the old MAC prep+prime future length lash serum, but I use it on my brows because it really helps with the growth of my hair or the brow hairs that I have, and I find it's been doing miracles lately. Of course, it's a product that you need to apply every day before you go to bed, so it's not a product that you're gonna see instant work. It's gonna take a lot of time. Moving on to my face. I went ahead and I used my MAC Complete Comfort Cream. My skin is dry. It could be summer or winter, it doesn't matter. It's always so dry. And I'm actually back with my favorite primer ever. This is the Benefit Primer Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer. So I used to use the MAC Moisture Infusion, but I finished it, which I really like. But if I use Moisture Infusion, I wouldn't use my Complete Comfort Cream. But this one, I find it's a little bit more drying on my skin if I don't use my Complete Comfort Cream. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it everywhere. I like to apply it under my eyes too because of the concealer work that I'm gonna do, and a little bit like on my lids, but not too much. And I just like to take my fingers and kind of press down the product onto my face. So I didn't put anything on my nose, I just put it around. So I just take it with my finger and I blend the rest up to my nose, and then I take it down like this. I'm sorry if I'm looking at the side because I have my mirror right here. So, and I also have my drawer open. I did a major cleaning for my room, so if you guys see my setup, it's so clean and everything in my room is so clean. I love when my room is like this because it gets me motivated to keep it clean. You know what I mean? Next thing I like to go ahead and use, this is a foundation that I've been really obsessed with. I highly recommend you to take a sample and give it a try. This is made for people who has, I find, who has more of a mixed skin because it kind of has that a satin finish at the end, and it's very natural. So, and it's very light coverage. I would say it's kind of between mineralized foundation and face and body from MAC. So if you know those textures that feel this is kind of the same thing. I just find that this one has that slight more of a coverage, and it's really cool because it has like this really cool applicator to it. It really reminds me if I'm like in science class. So I just squeeze it once. I just use this for now to see if it's gonna do my whole entire face. If not, I'll just use another pump. And I take my Sigma brush, this is the F82, and I just go ahead and I apply this foundation everywhere on my skin. So I am shade NC20. I'm extremely pale, you guys, in the winter time. I cannot wait to start tanning again. I think I'm gonna be going on Monday after school. So I normally like to just pat it on like so, because when I pat it on, I find it just installs better onto my skin. I take another side, I do the other side of my face. I really like to use only one drop of this foundation, like one full syringe, because I find it does my whole face without making it look too done up, because I really like that natural look, but a covered natural look, if you guys know what I mean. I'm just taking the rest, and I've been breaking out a lot lately. I don't know why, if it's that time of the month. I normally get that time of the month by the end of each month. I know too much information, but I always tend to break out before I get it. But lately I've been breaking out super earlier, and I don't know why. And yeah, my skin hasn't been doing it lately. And the past month was a bit too hard on me, and I was too hard on myself as well. So I think all the stress and everything that was going on, I broke out. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more, like literally just a little bit more, and apply it on the little acne bumps that I have, or like the little pimples that I have, just to say that I have something covered. But I do go over a little bit with my concealer. So now I take my sponge. This is Real Technique Beauty Sponge, and I'm just gonna press down the foundation onto my skin and take off that excess access look. I find sometimes with this kind of foundation, when you use it with the brush, it leaves this kind of like a glossy residue. So I want to take that out with the sponge, so it does that for me very well. Next, I use my favorite concealer. This is the MAC Prolong Concealer. This is in shade NW20. I am in the edge of finishing mine, which is really sad, but I take it with my sponge and I apply it under my eyes. So this one gives me the perfect high coverage conceal and get rid of my under eye circles, all the darkness, the blueness, and the sleepless nights. So I just go ahead and I pat it on. I take it all the way up to my lid as well, just to kind of even out the whole eye area. And then I take it and I use it to cover my little pimples and right on top of my brows, because I tend to still have redness there. I also have a little acne on my cheek, and I take it to my nose and cover up all the, what's that's picking me? There's something picking me. I don't know, there was a random piece of plastic stuck to my sponge. I like to go ahead and highlight. This is also one of my favorite products that I cannot live without. Every time I finish it, I have to go back and buy another one. This is the MAC prep+prime in Light Boost. I used to use Light Boost and Bright Forecast, but now I just use Light Boost, and I just use a little bit of it. It looks a lot on my face, but it's really not. And just to highlight the little points of my face, and I take the beauty sponge again and I blend it all out. This one gives me that perfect highlighted look and not looking too white under my eye. Since I'm very fair and I have a yellowish undertone, when I use NW is more pinky, and then I go over it with the Light Boost, which is more yellow. I find it gives me that perfect highlighted finish and not looking too sleepy. I look more awake now. My face is back. Next, I like to go ahead and set everything. I use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I love this palette and I'm really sad because honestly, this is how my palette looks like right now, and this is my second one and I really need a new one. So now I'm really obsessed with this yellow shade in the middle, and it's called Lyric. And I also use Kat Von D Shade and Light brush for this, which I cleaned it not too long ago, but I use it every day, so it's still dirty. So I take the shade, the yellow shade, and I just go ahead and set this shade under my eyes. Like that, my highlighting and my concealer is set in place. And I like to pat it on, I don't like to really swipe it. Just on my forehead area. And then I take the brown shade at the bottom, this is called Shadow Play. And I take the angle side of the brush and I go ahead and do my contour. So I just really want to show off my cheekbones. I take back the highlighter shade and I just go ahead and sculpt out or blend out the contour with my highlighter side. So the look I'm going for is a very futuristic kind of look, and I really wanted to concentrate a lot on the eyes but also on the cheeks. A lot of contouring and a lot of highlighting involved in this look, so it's really what's trending at the moment. Everybody wants that highlighted and that contoured face, so this is what I'm going for today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my nose as well. So I go on the sides of my nose and I blend. I take the other side to blend it out because I hate having that brown line. Like, I need it to be faded into my skin. Go over the middle. Nose is highlighted very nicely. I'm just gonna go over here because I find it's a bit darker than the other side. And then I go around my forehead or my hairline. Just very lightly, not too much. And I put a little bit on the temples too, just to take whatever excess, whatever I have left on the brush, and I put it on the temples. I close my palette, but I do keep it aside because I use it at the end again. And then meanwhile, I am back with this product. I'm super obsessed with it. This is the MAC Studio Fix Powder. So this is kind of a foundation powder that is a little bit on the higher coverage side. I find the mix of this and this together on my skin, it gives me that perfect covered but not looking too cakey because of the light coverage of the liquid foundation, and the high coverage of this, it gives me that perfect medium coverage on my face. So I use it with my Eco Tool brush that I have now for a couple of years, and I just go ahead and set down all the rest of my face, not touching the contour side. When it comes to the hairline, I just like to blend it together. Now I take, this is a limited edition product. I want to enhance my contour. This is the Sharon Osbourne MAC collection in Refresh. And as you guys could see, I'm really obsessed with it. So I use this bronzy side. I use it with my 168 brush from MAC, the angled one. I just put a little bit and I tap all the excess off. And I just go over the contour to blend it more into my skin and have more of a chiseled kind of finish. And this is gonna allow me to get that perfect contoured look, but not making it look too orange. just to say that it is blended out into your skin, and this is what you really want. Now I go ahead and I do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are my main thing. My eyebrows should always look so on fleek. If they're not, then I remove the whole thing and I restart all over again. So I take my little brow wand. This is actually an Anastasia eyebrow pencil, but I finished it, so I just use the wand to brush it out. But now I am more obsessed with what I use all the time. So I use my Kelly Osbourne dual eyebrow little thing. This is powder. And I use my MAC 208 brush. I use the lighter side to do the inner corners of my brows. So sorry, now I'm looking at the side because my mirror is right here. And I have it on the zoom side because my eyebrows are somewhat unexistent, but they are growing, so they're getting existent very soon. They are appearing, they're coming out of the cage, slowly but surely. So I just go ahead and I fill in with the light color only the front part of my brow. And I try to give my brows a little bit of a shape too. MAC will be coming out with so many awesome brow stuff I'm so excited about. I can't wait to give it a try. So I am doing the other part of my brow, always keeping it lighter on the inside. And before I used to do my extremely sharp starts right here, like they used to be like really sharp. Now I try my best to kind of do that faded look without having them too much, you know, without having them too much looking like a box shape, because I don't really like that look. And I'm just taking a little bit of my foundation. And I just take a little drop. I take my cleaner brush. This is just a regular angle brush. And I just like to do a little bit of a cleanup. All around. Once I have the inner parts of my brows done like so, I like to take my MAC eyebrow pencil in Spiked and go ahead and draw the lower part of my brow. So I just go all around. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I just like to take that pencil and go ahead and draw only the lower part of my brow. Phone is ringing and I'm not picking up. I'm filming. So I just like to draw the bottom part of my brow, and then I go ahead and I do the cleanup because I want it to look as sharp as possible, because as I said, my eyebrows should look on fleek. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Next, I go ahead and take the darker shade of the little duo, this one right here. I have two 208 brushes. I have one for the light one and one for the dark one. And I just go ahead and I finish up my brows, do the rest of the filling. In my head, I kind of see I kind of see how my eyebrows shape, so I kind of follow that shape that I have in my head. Like I kind of have my eyebrows stenciled out in my head, so I kind of see those lines and I go ahead and fill it out. I find everybody needs that moment to be quiet to do their brows, because it's a very special moment when you do your brows. So this is how I do it, showing you the other side. Sometimes I really wish that I only had one brow, because having them both done the same way, it's extremely hard. Once I'm satisfied with how my eyebrows look like, I go ahead and I lighten the inner part of my brow. I use the MAC Prolong Waterproof Brow Set in Infisical Blonde. So I go ahead and I color the inside of the, like just the hairs on the inside, just because I like to lighten up. And I honestly do this on my clients too, and they love it. Well, not as thick as my brows, obviously, because most of my clients have brows. Other than me, I don't. This is how it is. Now I go ahead and do my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my eyelids. I'm gonna be using MAC prep+prime 24-hour eye base, and I love this stuff. It works magical. So I just take a little bit, and this tube literally lasts you forever, and I just go ahead and I apply this base all over the lid. Now I don't really like to use it at the bottom of the lower lash line, because I find that it used to just like, I don't know, I don't really like the finish, so I just use it for the top. The bottom I just keep it as it is, but I do add eyeshadow there. First color I'm going to be taking, this is the new MAC Pastel palette. I'm going to be mixing this color right here and this color right here. So this is the Pastel ×9 palette. I'm going to be using a Spring Moon, and no, this is Sweet Green, I think. Spring Moon and Sweet Green, which you shouldn't have called this Sweet Green. Anyway, I am going to be using the blue first. So I'm using my Must brush, which the number and the thing is all smudged out. So I'm taking that beautiful blue and I'm going to put it on the inner lid. On my inner corners right here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be neat because we are going to be blending all that out. So I'm putting it all in the inner corners like so. This blue is literally my most obsessed blue at the moment, so I absolutely love it. And then I go ahead with my regular MAC palette. This is a palette that I've done. And I'm going to take my 224 brush and I'm going to be taking Cork. As you guys all know, Cork is my favorite color. I'm going to be taking Cork and I'm going to apply it on the outer corners of my crease, and also I'm going to do a lot of fading out and a lot of blending as well. So I'm just going to drag this color onto my outer brow all the way up, and a little bit on the outer lid too. Ow, I just shoved the brush into my eye. I'm doing it so fast because I love when I do it so fast. I find I always get a nicer result on myself. Obviously, if you're a starter with this, then take it slow and easy, you guys, and take the time to blend. So that's why I like to use this brush, because it blends very well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep adding on Cork, just a tiny bit. And then I'm taking just a cleaner, fluffier brush, and I'm just gonna start fading out Cork into the skin. Now I'm just gonna jump down to the lower lash line. I'm using MAC eye pencil or kohl pencil in Fascinating. It's a white, so this white I'm going to be popping it all over the waterline. And also on the inner tear duct area, but I'm also going to take it out. Like that. So I want it to be really, really bright and white. Going back with my MAC palette, I'm going to be taking a color, I think this is called Concrete. It's actually charcoal brown. I thought it was concrete. I'm going to be taking charcoal brown. Is it charcoal brown? I find charcoal brown is a bit... It is charcoal brown. I thought charcoal brown would be lighter. And I'm just going to pop charcoal brown on the crease area. And blending it back and forth just to kind of enhance a little bit my crease and making it more sunken in. Now I'm just going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be taking the pinky shade. There's literally any left in here. It's called Levitation. I just like to use this color to kind of just highlight my eyebrows to make them stand out and also blend down these colors. But I also like to take it and highlight under my eye because it just gives me that perfect brighter kind of effect. So now I take my little flat eyeshadow brush. I like to use this eyeshadow brush on the lower lash line. So I'm going to be taking charcoal brown and popping it all over the lower lash line. And I want to create that smoky effect. So I'm just smoking it out by blending back and forth again. So this is going to make that white I put inside my eye pop even more and make it stand out. And then I'm going to be taking Cork and going over just to also blend. Taking my 224, and I'm just going to go ahead and start fading and blending. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight my eye. I'm using MAC Crystal Avalanche, my favorite, with a little stiffy brush. And I'm just going to pop this into the inner corners of my eye, which is the tear duct area, with the white under it, and makes Crystal Avalanche stand out. Ow. I keep shoving stuff in my eye. That's not great. It's not fun. And I also going to take Crystal Avalanche and highlight under my brow. I'm using a shader brush, and I'm just gonna go lightly highlight under the brows with this because I want it to be white. I used to hate doing this, you guys, but things change. Things change. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna go ahead apply lashes and mascara. What I'm going to be using is I'm gonna be using my MAC False Lash Maximizer eye primer for the lashes. And then I'm also using a waterproof mascara. This is the Naughty waterproof lash. Absolutely love this stuff. And I'm also using one of my favorite pair of lashes. I just need to clean the glue off the band. These are MAC lashes in 35. I'm obsessed. So I'm just gonna take that blue and I'm going to place it on the outer corners like that. Yay! Blue! Sorry guys, I'm really excited to be filming because it's been a while. Please excuse me. So I'm just gonna blend the blue and the green before I put my lashes, and I'm just going to pop that on top right here just to, you know, add a little bit more color. The lashes are on. One thing about these lashes though, because they're so straight, like so out there and so straight, that I find that you need to curl them before you apply them on. And once you apply them on, they look really nice and like feathered, like very natural but feathered, and I absolutely love them. They're really, really nice on. I think I found my favorite lash pairs ever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some blush. I'm gonna be using MAC Warm Soul, and I'm using it with this awesome brush that I love. This is the MAC 137. I'm just gonna pick up my blush with this, and I'm just gonna lightly go ahead and apply it on the apples of the cheeks. I forgot to put on my beauty mark. I use an eyebrow liner, like an eyebrow, what's it called? I don't really know the name. It's like an eyebrow tint thing that you put on the brows. This is from Gosh, I had such a long time ago. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of, just a hint more of a contour. I'm taking my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and I'm going to use Subconscious. I'm just going to dip my brush in there once, and I'm just going to go ahead and enhance my contour, make my face look sunken in a little bit more, the nose and the head a little bit. For highlighting, I'm going to be using my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. Now mine is completely shattered. I'm really sad about it, but I still love to use it. So I'm taking it with, this is my favorite brush, you guys. You need to have this in your life. This is the 133 brush from MAC. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat on first the Becca Champagne Pop. I'm also going to be using MAC Crystal Avalanche eyeshadow as a highlight, you guys. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's really nice. Look at this. On the lip too. Just all around the lip, to be honest. For lips, to finish it off, I'm using my Victoria's Secret Lip Plump in Nearly Nude. This is the very voluptuous lip plumper. I don't think they have this anymore. I really don't want to add a lipstick to this look. I'm just going to finish it off with MAC Fix Plus. I'm just gonna go ahead and get dressed up, and I'll be back to say my goodbyes. Do you love me? I'm here with the finished look, and this is how it looks like. I would like to show you guys the products, but you guys already seen them. But I am so happy to be filming again. Hopefully this is gonna be kind of a rhythm for me and kind of film for you guys as much as I can. The past month was really horrible, and I was just not feeling it. You know, I just wanted to have some time for myself because something happened, and like I felt so lonely and so sad. I'll probably tell you what it is in another video, like a story time video. But plus I do have a story to tell you guys about what happened to me also in the month of March. I'm telling you, March was the most horrible month. I absolutely hated it. But so far so good. Lately in April, everything is going well, and hopefully it stays that way, thank God. For all the products I use in this video, they're all in the info box down below. You can go ahead and check it out. So if you have any questions or concerns, just leave them all in the comments down below. I try to get to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!